What's up, y'all? It's another beautiful day. It's cool today. So I don't know if it's going to get cooler, if it's going to stay this way, but I'm glad I did go out in the lake and swim the times that I did. And I did the tobogganing because, like I said, you just never know. I don't put off stuff too long because weather changes, things happen. So I'm glad I did that. And today I'm out walking a trail, a nature trail, which is beautiful. I'll show you guys so you can see some of it here. It's my first time walking this trail out here. They have trails out here over 100 miles long where you walk through the cities. I think that's something they're doing now in various cities. So I plan to do that if I don't get back in the water. Just walk the trails. It's beautiful. But I was thinking, I have not worked a job in about 30 years. And I have not even had a relationship, with a lover in about 30 years either, That tends to change your perspective, trust me. It's beautiful out here. It's quiet. So, I'm here. And true enough, I'm ready to depart this earth. There's nothing holding me here. I'm ready to go. I told God I was ready to go about 4 years ago. But as long as I have life, I will be here, and I just seek to do God's will. But it's different because, hey, y'all, I don't have, it's just, I could do whatever I want to do. I don't have to get up and be at a job. I don't have to, I don't have children. I don't have to deal with kids. I don't have, the regular, normal, run-of-the-mill existence. That's not my life. So it's different. This is a challenge for me. This really is a challenge for me. There are pros and cons to every way of living. Just like there are pros and cons to being single versus being married. That's why I ain't in no rush to be married either, because I know there are the pros and the cons to that too, just as well as being single. You see what I'm saying? I just see it from every angle. I see everything. Hey, the benefit is how you choose to look at whatever situation you're in. So I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm not even concerned if, let's say I was to die right now out here on this trail. No one else is out here. It's just me. I don't care. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my spirit will go back to God and my body will just deteriorate. I'm not worried about no damn casket, no funeral, no burial. That's just not, it's not my concern. It's not my concern. I've just been practicing detachment, letting go. But it's a challenge. It's not easy. I know a lot of people are like, man, if I didn't have to work the rest of my life, man, that would be nice. I could go travel here, go travel there. Yeah, that's nice, but trust me, there's a challenge. There's a challenge to that. Especially when you grow up in a society where you're brought up and trained and expected, and most of the people they're working every day and they got all these other responsibilities, families, husbands, children, grandchildren. I don't have any of that. So, I have to find joy in the flowers, in the stars and the moons and the grass and the animals, and just being able to take my next breath. The grass, enjoying walking, just conversating with strangers, just being out here in the beauty, communing with God, meditating. I have to get my joy elsewhere because it's not from the regular humdrum of life, because I'm not a part of that cycle. I'm not in that cycle. So it's challenging for me. you know, like I said, I'm ready to go, because I know that this is not my only life. I know that there's life on other planets. You know, of course, we wouldn't be a human on that planet. We'd be in the shape necessary to provide existence on that planet. I know I've lived several lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? I know this ain't it. You know, so because I know what I know, that influences how I feel. You know what I'm saying? About my life now. You know, boy, I know I've been told how long I'm gonna live. I don't know. That might change too, but it's funny. See, you know, when you're ready to go, now you're gonna be here a long time. It's when you ain't ready to go that sometimes you leave fast. But I've been told I'm gonna be here a long ass time. I ain't excited about that. But, you know, if God has work for me, then I'm here to do God's will always, number one, regardless of how I feel about it. So, yeah, you know, my greatest challenge is just to find enjoyment and happiness just in existing. Not in necessarily doing anything, but just in existing as a spirit living in a human body on the planet Earth. You know, that's my challenge. Just to have fun, to laugh, enjoy. So I did make a friend out here. I'm going to go and spend time with her later on today. She wants me to investigate a murder as well, so I'm going to do that. See whatever psychic information I can get for her on that. An elderly couple was murdered, and you know, it shook the city here, because these people are used to going to sleep with their doors unlocked. You know what I'm saying? And so it scared them. So I'm gonna do what I can to help. But yeah, I'm out here. You know, I'm here. I tell God, just show me what you want me to do each day so that I can do it. But everybody know I'm ready to go. And it ain't no depression. It ain't no sadness, nothing like that. It's just, next, what up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and sometimes I wonder, I be like, damn, all these lifetimes, I'm not bored, but damn, how do people, I've lived over 400 lifetimes, I've been told. So I'm like, so really there's no boredom, because you know, you have to get bored at some point. But no, I don't know how God does it. God does it. God has a way. God is the master project manager, for sure. So anyway, I just take one day at a time. I seek to learn and grow. Be a blessing to all whose paths I cross. You know, and grow and develop spiritually. I do claim I am a Christ. I am. I am a child of God. I am a child of love. I choose to live love, breathe love, express love, show love, teach love, in all I think, do, and say. I hope my words are a blessing to you and encouragement, and lift you up as well. We each have our paths to live. Each of us, there's difference. You know, some of us are supposed to have families, children, have certain experiences and things like that. I'm just in a place right now where that's not me, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. I have a different challenge. But y'all have a blessed day. Bye.